If you're dealing with a missing toenail and this wasn't something that you were born with, maybe you have certain questions about will it come back? How long will it take? Hopefully this video will answer all of your questions. My name is Dr. Tarr. I'm a board certified podiatrist in private practice here in Phoenix, Arizona, and I own a Direct Podiatry Arizona in Tempe. 1, how does a toenail become missing? Or how does someone lose their toenail? Sometimes this can be something that people are born with. It's congenital, and they're just born with certain toenails, if not all of their toenails missing. But if this is something that has just happened to you, more than likely it can be a result of trauma as well. If something has hit your toe, like a heavy object, if your toe or foot has been run over, if you participate in certain sports or activities like ballerinas, runners, just the constant pounding of your toenails inside of different shoes can definitely eventually cause your toenail to lift and come off. And for other people too, if they've had a nail surgery gone wrong, their toenail was pulled in an attempt to treat something and their toenail decided that it didn't want to grow back, that can be a cause of a missing toenail. So especially for the reasons that I named that aren't something that you're born with, the common cause really is the same, some type of trauma or injury to your nail and especially your nail bed. Nails can be very finicky, and once really anything happens, and it doesn't have to take that much for that nail bed and that nail to be traumatized for a nail to fall off and to go missing. Question number 2, will my toenail come back normally? Will it come back attached? The answer on that question depends. Once that nail root or the nail bed is damaged, you definitely do have a higher risk of that nail growing in differently than what it normally would, being thicker, being curved, growing in ingrown, or not coming back at all. For example, I had a patient earlier this year. She wanted a consultation for Keryflex, toenail restoration, which is a temporary cosmetic enhancement of your nail. So a lot of times people will gravitate towards Keryflex because they've had some sort of injury, damage, trauma to their nail, and they just want a more aesthetic looking feel to their nail. And so she, bless her heart, said that when she was little, she underwent permanent ingrown toenail removal at a podiatrist's office where they burned the sides of her nail with a chemical. And she was still growing. She said she was maybe 8, 9 years old at the time when this was done. And ever since then, her toenails never came back in the same. They were super tiny, super small, and actually so small to the point that not even Keryflex would attach. I've been offering Keryflex since my office opened in 2023. She has been the one person that I've had to turn away because she simply didn't have enough nail for the Keryflex to attach. Keryflex won't attach to your toenail or to your toe unless you have at least 15% of nail there. You have to have something there. And she didn't even have that. It was so small, just like a little spike of nail. That's a very extreme example, but that is one way that your toenail, especially when you're young and you're undergoing, permanent chemical burning of an ingrown toenail, that definitely can do permanent damage, again, to growing bodies, to children. So parents that are watching this, that's definitely something to be mindful of. Now, ingrown toenail removal is fine in kids, but once the doctor is talking about burning the root, all that type of stuff, you definitely want to say no and find a second opinion. Because once those nail roots are burned, the nail is permanently altered, but then your child is still growing, and that can just lead to a lot of problems down the road for children. Now, for everybody else, if maybe you had a crush injury, something rolled over your toes or something dropped on your toes, time will usually tell whether your nail will grow back in attached or not. Toenails grow really slowly, especially if it's your big toenail. You probably will know by like the 6-month mark, 3 to 6 month mark, if it will grow in attached or not. And sometimes nails, what they like to do, especially once they've been traumatized, they'll grow into a certain point and then they'll just crumble, or they'll grow to a certain point, maybe like 30, 50% of the way on your nail bed, like lengthwise, and then they'll just stop. Or it seems like they're not growing at all because the length stays super short in comparison to your other healthy toenails. And one reason for that can be disappearing nail syndrome. So your nail bed is very specialized. It's a different type of cell than the cells on the rest of your body, like your arm, your face, because again, your toenail needs to attach to this type of skin. Now, if for whatever reason you lose your toenail, it becomes missing, your nail bed can undergo a process called epithelialization. And so that changes the type of cell on the top of your nail bed. And those cells all of a sudden are not made to have a nail attached to them. And this can cause nails to either just not grow back or grow to a certain point and then stop. Also, that can cause the whole epithelialization process when you have any type of trauma to your nail, whether your whole nail is removed temporarily in an attempt to treat something. That can also change the shape of your nail bed. 3, can you get a pedicure with a missing toenail? You definitely can if you're someone that likes to get your nails done. You definitely can get a pedicure with a missing toenail. Again, as I always say, it's important to be mindful of the instruments that are being used when you're at any nail salon. You want to be sure that either they are single-use tools, or if they're not and they're being shared between different clients, that they are autoclaved. So I really need to make a video about like autoclaving, what it is, why it's important, especially if you're seeking services at a salon, because it can make the difference between having just a really good experience and maintaining your health, or contracting something like HPV, MRSA, fungus, so many other things. Alcohol is not good enough. Barbicide is not good enough for pedicure tool. How are you supposed to treat a missing toenail? Once the toenail is gone, it doesn't really require too much on your part. Keeping the skin on your toe, especially your nail bed, moisturized can help with potentially guiding, if your toenail decides it wants to grow back, guiding that nail out in a way that is less painful. Keeping it filed too, if it decides it wants to grow back, just can keep the whole grow out process a little bit more comfortable for you. You don't have to do any aggressive trimming, especially while you're trying to grow back a toenail that was previously missing, but that's another tip as well. Can you put acrylic on a missing toenail? Acrylic isn't ideal for missing toenails for a couple different reasons. Acrylic is a very rigid material. It's a form of plastic. Our nails, if you push on your nail, your fingernail, your toenail, there's some give there. It's strong, or should be strong, but it doesn't have the same toughness that something like an acrylic has. Like if you have acrylic makeup organizers, or really any type of organizer, you know how rigid acrylic can be. And putting something like that on a nail that's already damaged, already compromised, can lead to further damage of that nail and just make it a lot harder to encourage that nail to grow in healthily. If there's any type of stress on your toenail due to shoes, due to walking, due to anything like that, the acrylic is not going to give. Your damaged nail underneath will give, and pieces can shear off. The whole entire nail can become ripped off again, and that just leads to more problems. Also, too, with acrylic, there can be a concern about water getting trapped between the acrylic top and then your nail beneath it, because acrylic isn't breathable, it's not porous, so any type of moisture that somehow makes its way between acrylic and your natural nail has no way of getting out, and that can lead to bacterial infections like greenies or green toenail syndrome. That can lead to fungus infection. Again, fungus loves warm, dark, moist environments. Pseudomonas, the bacteria that causes green nail syndrome, also loves moist, dark, warm environments as well. So this is my video, 5 questions you probably have about your missing toenail. If you're interested in learning more about missing toenails, and especially about Keryflex as well, I have a blog post, and check out my playlist as well. So until next time, everyone, take care, and wishing you good health. Bye.